I decided I wanted to start my own YouTube for sewing, and it's going to be mostly historical sewing, but we're going to start more recently with the 1970s. I found this pattern. It's a Jiffy pattern from Simplicity, number 6630, and it's a fairly easy one to cut and sew together. So just 3 pattern pieces. No, yeah, 3-ish pattern pieces. Yeah, 3 pattern pieces. 4 pattern pieces actually. There's a pocket. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we're gonna be using this pattern, and then I bought this lovely wool flannelette from Spotlight in this lovely mustard check colour. That jingling you can hear is my cat. And I got the brown to go as the plain lining. Now it is a reversible poncho, so I can wear it either side out, but I'll probably mainly just wear it with the mustard check side out. So now I'm going to go off camera and cut out the pattern pieces for this, and I'll be back with you shortly. So I went ahead and cut out those pattern pieces off camera, and here you can see me cutting them out of the material, both the mustard check and the lining, with help from my lovely little kitty cat. Now it's been about an hour of cutting, yay, but I've got all my pieces. Fronts, backs, hoods, pockets, and it's time to get sewing. Now the instructions, lovely 1-page instructions, super easy. It says, oh, start with the pockets, perfect. Let's get going. So here I am threading my sewing machine and getting it all set up. I decided to use black thread as all of these would be turned inside out and you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. First, I sewed the pockets right sides together, leaving a small open hole so I could turn them right sides out before top stitching them. Before turning them right sides out, you must clip the curves so you get a nice flat seam edge. Here I am doing that before turning them inside out and then pressing them. Now, after turning them right side out, here I am pinning the seams together of the hole that I left open and hand sewing them shut with slip stitches. Now it's time to top stitch these pockets. So I'm just going around with my black thread and top stitching all the way around. Okay, so I just marked where the pockets go and I've pinned them on, and now I have to slip stitch them on by hand. So here it goes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, so day 2. I finished, so I started at probably like 11 p.m. and I finished getting all the pockets sewn on at about 8 a.m. So I've been and slept, and now I'm here again at 5:30 p.m. to keep going and hopefully finish this. I decided to invert rather than doing it both brown on each side for the pockets. Doing it so I get a bit of contrast on the inside. So I've got the flap with the check, and then on the outside I've got the flap with the brown, just to make it a little different. And yeah, so we'll keep going with this. I believe the next step is starting to piece it all together. Yes, back and shoulder seams. So let's get started on that. Here I am pinning the back center seams together, ready for sewing. Now we have to pin the long shoulder seams together and sew all of them, and that will be a total of 4 shoulder seams for the lining and the outer. When I first cut out the hood pieces, I did not mark the darts, so that is what I'm doing here, and then I will sew them up and sew it all together. Now here we are matching the center back seam with the center back seam of the hood and matching notches and pinning it all together, ready to sew. Once the hoods are sewn on to both outer and inner pieces, line up the center back seam and pin all the way around the edge. Now sew all the way around, leaving a gap big enough to turn it right sides out at the bottom back hem. Alrighty, this baby is almost done. I've completed all of the top stitching around the edges, and now it is press stud time. I've never done those before, and let's see how it goes. Okay, now I open up my box of goodies. So I bought these press studs, snap fasteners, whatever you want to call them. Here are my instructions, and I bought the bronze color because I figured that would look quite nice with the fabrics I chose. So let's read these instructions and see what I have to do. First you have to use the little tool to make a hole in the fabric, and then you press through one of the sides and the other and use the tool to, I guess, sandwich them together around the fabric. Alrighty, so I am finished. I just did the snap fasteners, and as you can see, they pop right off and on. Yeah, I'm very excited to be able to wear this, and I guess there'll be some modeling shots coming up. So here is the final product, and I absolutely love it so much. I've worn it out twice, and it's lovely and cozy, but unfortunately we don't get that many cold days here in Queensland, so hopefully there are more coming up. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you liked it and anything else you might like to see.